there. So I'm going to end up sharing a few stories of some people that I help to try and help you guys out. So this girl, she's actually from my school. I didn't end up helping her out. So, and then there's so many different people that I end up helping. And then there's some that I don't find in time, but they still get help, which I'm very glad. So this girl, she goes to my school. She is in the same grade as me. I'm not going to say too much about her, because I don't want the identity of my friends that I help to be known, because what they tell me is confidential. I don't fully say much about them online or anything. But I recently talked to her. I found out that we like the same band. Or, well, she used to like the same band that I really like right now. And I'm like, that sounds really weird. I mean, she's like a really nice, sweet little girl. Well, kinda. But then I'm like, wait a minute. You like that band too? I'm like, that doesn't seem right. I'm like, wait a minute. Seems like you have some sort of story hidden. And so when I asked her if she didn't mind, will she share her story with me? Now, she didn't fully go too detailed about it, but I'm still going to read what that she said to me, and hopefully she's watching this, because her story is going to help others, and she was saying that she hopes her story will help others one day too. And it will. With these videos that I make, sharing other people's stories like this, it will help inspire others too. Okay, so this is what that she said when I asked her about her story. She said that it started in middle school. Her parents weren't very accepting. And, so that's crazy. Like, seriously? Why are parents like that? My parents are the same way, though, so, yeah. Okay, so her parents weren't accepting, and then that's when she started to self-harm. In middle school. Can you believe it? Middle school? I mean, wow. We're still tiny. I mean, we just got out of elementary school. Yikes. To start self-harming that young? Oh, that's bad. Okay, so she started self-harming in middle school. That kept happening until last October. So can you imagine that? I mean, so, middle school, isn't that up until, like, 7th and 8th grade? I mean, that's what it is when we're here. It's the 7th and 8th grade in middle school. Then high school is 9th through 12th. And by last October, she means 10th grade. I don't know exactly what year in middle school she started self-harming, but it was sometime in middle school. And then she says it wasn't up until last October. So, I mean, that was like several years. Oh, wow. I mean, that's all the way up until... Jeez, that's a long time. That was just last October. This is year 2014 right now. And it was October that just stopped. Or, well, the part that I'm reading right now, it was in October. Okay, so let me finish reading. Sorry. Getting distracted. Okay. So she started self-harming. And that kept happening all the way up until last October, when she almost committed suicide. But something stopped her, which is good. I'm very glad something stopped her. Man, that'd be very bad if she did go through with it, and if she did, like, fully go. Aww. Then she wouldn't be here to help share this with me, to share with you guys, to try and help everybody else out. And can you imagine that, though? Somebody that young going so soon? And that's why I try and make these videos, and I try and help other people out, so that way they don't go so soon. It's not your time yet. Just try and wait. But there's more to her story than just that. So, I'm trying to share her story because I thought it was really nice. Now, I'm sorry for getting distracted, though. Okay, so she almost committed suicide, but something stopped her. And a week later, a friend called a Safe to Tell on her, which is good. It's good to call a Safe to Tell. Now, me personally, I haven't done it yet, Because there's one girl from my school who I help, and from what it seems like, is that she only tells me everything. So it's like, I'm the only one that literally knows everything like that. And then, so if I were to call Safe to Tell, she would know I did it, and then that would, like, wreck everything. She wouldn't talk to me again or anything. That's why I've never really done that. Because sometimes some of these people that talk to me, it's like they only tell me that type of stuff. So I'm like, if I call Safe to Tell on them, I better be careful. But then if I feel like that the person is actually going to go through with it, at that very moment, I might actually call Safe to Tell in order to stop that person. I mean, I just can't imagine losing somebody like that. It's horrible. And if you do know somebody that's about to commit suicide too, call Safe to Tell. Try and stop them. Okay, let me finish with this story before I make this too long. Sorry, guys. So a friend called Safe to Tell on her. So they sent her to the hospital. So now she has to take antidepressants, and she saw a therapist for a long time. Which I heard, sometimes seeing a therapist isn't too helpful. Sometimes seeing a therapist can be helpful for you. It all depends on, like, who you are and what's going on type of thing. For me, I prefer talking to friends better. And I've heard that they like talking to me too because I can help them. Although, here's the thing, is I'm thinking about being a counselor now. But I don't know if I'm going to be a counselor because I like this whole thing where I can tell anybody whatever I want type thing. Yeah. Anyways, that's for a different type of discussion. I'm not done yet. Okay, sorry. I'm very distracted. So she's on antidepressants, saw a therapist for a long time. She also got back together with her boyfriend that she had freshman year, which I think is nice. We're juniors now. And, wow. That's nice to have a boyfriend. I wish I did. She thinks that he's the reason that she's doing so much better. Sorry, I'm like changing the word use also, because I don't want to read it with how exactly she wrote it, or else it would just sound totally weird. So yeah, sorry, I'm changing it up a bit to make it easier for me to share with you guys. So sorry if it sounds weird, but yeah. She said that they've been together for 18 months now. I'm like, wow, that's really nice. Sorry for sharing that type of detail, but I think it's good to have a boyfriend or girlfriend, whichever you want. I don't care what type of gender you are. If you like the person, go for it. But, I think it's nice to have somebody like that. Then you can talk to them and, like, feel nice, and that person can really help you out. So hopefully you find that person soon. If not, don't worry. I haven't found anybody yet either. So it's okay. You're not alone. I don't have anybody either, so we're good. Let's see. And that's pretty much it looks like. Because then the rest of it is just her saying that she hopes her story will help give hope to others. Okay, so that little story was a little short and not very detailed, which I don't really mind. I mean, I didn't really ask for it to be detailed, so it's okay. Here's the point of why I wanted to share it. Is because she almost committed suicide. Then she went and she saw a therapist and all that other stuff. I mean, like, sometimes the stories I share, they don't always have a happy ending. Or, well, they haven't really found their ending yet for these people. She more or less got to the ending. Well, she's slow. She's still living, she's still going on with life. Yay. What I mean by ending is, like, the whole bad part, she's kind of moved on now. Which I'm really glad. What I'm trying to say is, if you're a person who needs help, don't be afraid to go out and get some help. If you just need somebody to talk to, don't forget you can talk to me. There's a therapist, all that type of stuff. Just don't be afraid to talk. It's okay. I'm here to help you at any time. I'm glad that my friend got some help when she did. Otherwise, I'm not sure she'd still be here. And I'm glad she is. Just don't give up, guys, and don't be afraid to talk. Everything will be okay in the end.